breach? And if so, if the process comes from our side, then we will deal with it. And if it's any of our people, we will deal with it. If the breach has come from the act of sharing the results with certain stakeholders, which we need to do for seamless distribution of the results, then we will deal with that, because then it means we've got to tighten our processes there. If we have been victim of a cyber crime, then we are dealing with it through state security and the Hawks. And I want to assure the people of South Africa that the results have been absolutely insulated from any manipulation. Whatever breach may have been, it would have been at the tail end of the verified results. And that becomes extremely important when we are dealing with this. But we're taking it seriously, and I can assure you that as we go through the next couple of days, we will make sure that something like this is dealt with. We are wanting an arrest to be made, and we are confident that the law enforcement agencies are moving at pace to make sure that an arrest is made. Because it's also important, colleagues, that we set an example. We set an example to people who are constantly looking to prey upon innocent people, making them pay, using cyber crimes to essentially sell bogus information on the internet. And so as a government, we ourselves need to make sure that we act harshly, we act quickly, and we make sure that people are arrested. We've got the law on our side. But at the same time, we also need to look at our systems to make sure what has happened, to what extent it has happened, and how do we prevent it from the future. I'm happy to take about 3 questions. I really don't want us to make our learners wait. And I'm happy to take some questions, and then we can proceed and go and celebrate our bright stars. Is there anything you would like to add?
Thank you, Minister. We'll take 3 questions, as the Minister has indicated. Can I get those raised hands for a round of questions? None. Minister, 1, 2. All right, we've got 2. Thank you, Minister.
Okay,
over to you, Pastor.
Good morning, Minister. Breiten hier from Netwerk 24. Will this breach at all affect the integrity of the results?
That's a very excellent question, because a lot of people may be concerned about that. No. The short answer is no. It will not affect the integrity of the results. And here's the reason why. We know that should there have been a breach, it is at the tail end of sharing the final results. So this has nothing to do with the back-end capturing of the results. The back-end capturing and calculating of the results is done in a very separate process that very few and limited people have access to. But of course, as I said, because we want seamless processes in terms of sharing the data, at some point, once the data has been finalized, we then have to share it, for instance, with institutions of higher learning, for instance, with other stakeholders. Including some media houses. And so the point I'm making is that we now need to figure out whether or not the breach happened there, or whether the breach happened on our side as DBE, and if it has, harsh consequences will happen. Because of course, if it happened on our side, then it means that somebody maliciously and intended to sell information to a bogus company, or if we've been the victim of a cybercrime. And so I can assure South Africans that it will not affect the integrity at all. This is literally the finalized results that we are talking about. The signed off, verified, Umalusi certified results that may have been the subject of the brief. And the reason why, again, I repeat and say may, is because we still, with the help of the Hawks and state security, need to ascertain whether or not a breach has happened, what access was gained, and to what extent. And once the Hawks can be able to point us there, we will very easily be able to find out where the breach may have happened. So the integrity is absolutely airtight.
Thank you, Minister. Police has indicated that you've clarified this perspective question as well. Okay. And that brings us to the end of this media scrum. Thank you very much, colleagues.
Thank you very much, colleagues. And once again, as I said, today, the whole day is about our learners and how proud we are of them. But of course, we owe you all an explanation. This is about reporting to the nation. And the reason why we have not been able to communicate before is because we needed to respect the processes of the Hawks and State Security. But we wanted to clarify that all systems go, and today is going to be a good day for the learners and the teachers. Thank you very much.
Thank you.